What's going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Camaro, and tonight I want to do a quick install guide on how I'm putting my Emblem Pro hood decals on my hood. What process I'm taking, why I'm aligning it the way I'm aligning it, and all that other great stuff. Let's get right on into it. In today's install, you need a few different things. In my instance, I like to use painter's tape. I found that this allows me to get my lines in alignment pretty well without any weird residue getting on my clear coat or paint. I am going to use a tape measure and a ruler. This one's a little bit flexy, it's metal, but you got to be careful with this, but I'm really only going to use it on areas that I tape off. I am using a pen, alcohol wipes, and your new decals. Now my decals I did purchase. These are custom made from Emblem Pros. They're a little bit dirty, I got to clean them. I got my fingerprints all over them. LT1, designation for the V8 motor in the SS. Some people will get that mixed up with the 1LT, which is the base model, but only people who truly know understand it. First and foremost, when you're setting up your vehicle to get your decals, you obviously want them to read right. And one thing that most people won't realize or don't recognize is you do have a left and right facing logo that you'll want to have sloped the right way. And also, the letters should be sloping like this way towards the vehicle, as if you're driving, the letters are getting blown away. If you have them going at a different angle, then you put them on wrong. In my instance, I am putting the LT1 badges on the left and right side of the hood. I am taking some inspiration from previous gen Camaros. This is very much a highlight from the 5th gen Z01. Really like the way it looked like, or the way it looked on the hood. So in this instance, I'm gonna mimic it with my new hood with the LT1 badges, obviously instead of a Z01, because my car is not a Z01. In general, this side I've already lined up, so I'm gonna walk you through exactly why I lined it up this way and how I got my measurements and the reason why I did that over here on this side. But first, I just wanted to tell you, this is basically how the decal is gonna sit on the hood for this install. So let's get right on through on my justification and why I'm doing this way and the measurements I'm using to line it up on the hood. Installing wise, there's a couple different things. Now, the way I'm installing this is to mimic the style of the 5th gen Z01. Now, the 5th gen Z01, its Z01 decal from its cowl, from the top of the cowl down, was 5 3/8 inch. Now, this hood is a little bit shallower from front to back than the 5th gen Z01, so I'm actually going to bring it up to 4 3/8 instead of 5 3/8. The other side of it is from the top of the cowl, or at least this top leading edge, I'm going to go down 1/2 inch. Now, I am going to use my trusty tape measure, and again, I'm probably going to be a 1/16 of an inch off on either side. So it's not going to be beyond perfect, but it will be good enough for what I'm going to be doing. So what I do is I just measure that up from the hood, or from the top of the hood. And this tape measure is actually pretty nice because it has a rubber bottom on it, so I can actually line this up pretty evenly. So just line this up. There you go. So that's lined up. So to this front edge, that leading edge right here is 4 3/8 from the top side. And again, I'm basing off measurements I took from a Z01, but again, I am moving it up this way 1 inch instead of it being 5 3/8 all the way down. Now the other side is the 1/2 inch. Now for the 1/2 inch, well actually I don't even have to do the 1/2 inch, but so I'm just gonna eyeball this so I know how long the decal is. So it's roughly in there. Just triple check that. I think I might have overlapped a little. Nope, that's good. So the way I'm gonna measure it now is on this mark from the top of the hood. I'm basically gonna make a mark at the 1/2 inch line. So there's a 1/2 inch down. So 1 inch. There's a 1/2 inch down there. And that's just gonna be a guiding line for me for where I'm gonna have this top line and how that is gonna align with the car there. So that lines up pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna take a long piece of tape, just like this. I'm gonna line this up exactly how I want it. So again, I'm lining it up at those marks that I just made. The downside is this hood does shrink a little bit on the cal side. So it's not gonna be of course the tape folds in on it, so. That to line up. Half-inch mark. There you go. Kinda, so now if I look at it now, it did drop a little bit on this top side. So I need to get this up a little bit closer. There we go. Looks pretty good. Lines up pretty good. I know it's lined up on that side because I have that side measured the exact same way. The one thing that you want to do before you stick the decal on the car, one, my hood was cleaned. I cleaned my hood, I detailed it. There's nothing on it to cause any issues from the decal sticking. Now, you do want to make sure that the area that you're putting the decal on is free of any grease. And what I'm doing is I have an alcohol pad here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna alcohol down this side. I'm gonna go do the other side now too. Obviously, what alcohol will dry on its own, but I'm just going to dry it off just in case. A brand new clean towel. So now I can, now that I know it's perfectly clean and it's good to go, I could peel off the backing on this. You want to do your best not to touch it or get your fingerprint grease on it. And this is where your lineup for your decal comes in handy. There you go, that is stuck on there. Bam. So got that side. Again, I already cleaned this side off with the alcohol wipes. So again, it's just peeling back the covering tape. Again, lining it up with the marks. Damn. So now all that's left to do is get my fingerprints off my new hood decals. So there you guys go. I just finished installing the Emblem Pros LT1 emblems on the hood of my car. Let's check it out up close and see how it looks all polished and done. There you have it, install complete. Got the Emblem Pros decals on the hood. I really think it makes the hood pop. It looks a lot better. But regardless, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the way it looks? Do you dislike the way it looks? Would you have put something else there? No matter what you guys like or dislike, let me know below. It doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't like it. But if you guys enjoyed this content, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. If not, likes, comments, shares are also appreciated. Also, make sure to hit that link for Lethal Camaro merchandise. Check out the decals that are currently available. And as always, I'll see you on the road.